In a small village surrounded by dense forests, there was an ancient Haveli mansion that stood abandoned for decades. People whispered stories about its haunted past, claiming that anyone who entered never returned. Despite these warnings, four childhood friends, Amir, Zain, Samir, and Farhan, decided to explore the mysterious Haveli out of sheer curiosity and a thirst for adventure. One moonlit night, the boys gathered flashlights and nervously approached the Haveli. The massive gates creaked as they pushed them open, revealing a dark courtyard overgrown with weeds. The air was cold, and an eerie silence hung over the place, broken only by the sound of their footsteps. As they stepped inside the Haveli, they found themselves in a grand hall with cracked walls, dusty chandeliers, and cobwebs hanging from every corner. The place smelled of decay and abandonment. "Let's check out the upper floors," Amir suggested, trying to sound brave. Climbing the creaky wooden staircase, they reached a long hallway lined with rooms. One by one, they peeked inside. The rooms were empty, but the feeling of being watched grew stronger with every step. Suddenly, Farhan froze. "Did you hear that?" he whispered. A faint sound echoed through the hallway, like footsteps dragging across the floor. The boys looked at each other, their faces pale. "Maybe it's the wind," Samir stammered, though he didn't sound convinced. As they moved further, the sound grew louder. They reached a room at the end of the hall where the door was slightly ajar. Pushing it open, they found an old mirror leaning against the wall. The glass was cracked, but it reflected something strange, shadows moving in the background. Is that us?" Zain asked, his voice shaking. Before anyone could answer, the door slammed shut behind them. The boys screamed and turned to find a figure standing in the corner. It was a woman, her face obscured by her long, black hair. Her white dress,